All right, Hans TerminStoreFight.com. Here with my guy Jamel Herring, former champ. How you feeling tonight, man?
I feel good, man. It's just crazy. Bro, you've been with me from
Sure.
day one. You know what I'm saying? So you know my
that.
journey. You know what I'm saying? You know my journey. That's why I had to laugh, man. Shout out to my team. You know what I'm saying? Adidas, Crayon Girl. Adams Boxing, Conscious Contenders, TWR. You know, everybody's been a blessing on my journey, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to be here, man. Oh yeah. More importantly, man, rest in peace to my man Mike Stafford, man. Love you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? I know he's looking over me, brother.
I know you expected to win, but did you think you looked that dominant? The guy that you fought, he wasn't really well known, but he was undefeated, and typically undefeated guys are really hard to beat because they don't know how to lose.
They had that dog,
Exactly.
That's what I was saying earlier. They don't know how to lose, but
So, did you expect to look that dominant?
No, you know what? I expected to go some rounds, if I'm being honest, because, you know, like I said, I've been out for 18 months, you know what I mean? I've been out 18 months. You know, I had good friends, like, you know what I'm saying, in Cincinnati, like, you know what I'm saying, Nina Simone Crayon in the gang, in Cincinnati, Golden Glove Gym out there, and those guys, you know, bring me back in it. But I always said that, you know, it had to make sense. And if I was gonna come back, I wasn't gonna come back fighting no bums, no cab drivers. You know what I mean? Even though, like you said, he's not well known, but he's undefeated, and he doesn't know how to lose. You know what I mean? So, of course, and he's younger. He's like 24 years old. You know, so I had to basically, you know, use that experience, but I just didn't think it was gonna be that fast. But I knew I had to basically, you know, put that dog on him and go from there.
I know you said that one of the main guys, probably the main guy you want is Joe Cordina.
Right.
Is that a fight that you want to jump into immediately, or do you want to kind of continue to knock the rust off and continue to look really sharp, or do you just feel like, nah, I'm a former champ, I feel good right now for
You know, honestly, it all depends on my guy Lou DiBella. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like, you know, we can go into the bigger fights, whatever, then, you know, so be it. I'll prepare for it. You know, I got my trainer Wayne McCullough. I'm training in Vegas. The elevation's higher, so it's going to prepare me for that. You know, to go that distance. But again, if I can't get those big fights, and I don't have no issue having to stay busy fight. I'm not a picky dude. I don't make crazy demands. If anything, you know, I want to fight at least 3 times in the new year coming up. So we'll see. But definitely, Joe Cordina is definitely on the radar, as well as the other UK-based fighters, because, you know, the UK has that atmosphere, and let's be honest, it's gonna bring a big draw of the money.
Is that the reason why you want to fight Joe, or do you also look at him like, yeah, fighting in the UK is great, but you view Joe as the best guy at 130?
Thank you. I view Joe as one of the best guys, like I said before. But I ain't want to say best performance of the weekend. I always had a tremendous respect for Joe, and Joe's actually the only champion. When you go back through social media, that was actually willing to give me a shot. You know, coming back on my return. So, you know, it's more of a sign of respect. And again, I feel like I always wanted to fight in the UK since the the Olympics. You know, I was 2012 U.S. Olympian in the UK, and the Olympics 2012 was in London. And I always said I was gonna come back to the UK. So if it makes sense, why not just do it? You know, send the UK against a guy like Joe Cordina. But again, if we can't get Cordina, Lee would be a good fight. Josh Warrington, I think he's moving up as well. But I just want to have that atmosphere and that experience on my resume, either way, as you can see.
What made you exactly want to come back? Like, you had a hell of a career. You was a champ. You got some really big wins under your belt. Like, what made you just say, like, was it just from the standpoint of, I got that itch again, or was it just like, I feel like I left a little meat on the bone?
Both, bro. It's the itch. Commentating with Ty Rank and Christina Pancha. You know, you always see the big fights. You be with me, bro. I be suited up, but I'm saying though, like, when you know, bro, when you sitting there and it's a good fight, man, and we have the love for the sport of boxing, and with me being a fighter on top of that, it's like, man, I know I still have, like you said, I still have something left in the tank, and you know, I just need to get my act together, and, you know what I'm saying, change some things up and improve myself once again. Because I always look at myself as an underdog, no matter how many big fights I won or titles I held. You know, I always look at myself as an underdog, and I have that mentality. But yeah, definitely, I just had that itch and the love for the sport. It made me want to come back.
Gotcha. In terms of Joe Cordina, because it was kind of ironic, Joe didn't look too great in his last fight. The weekend before, Oshaki Foster.
Yeah, he looked shocked. Yeah.
I mean, he was actually really down a lot on the
That was crazy.
scorecard.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I did my man Shock, but like I said, Shock proved himself to be a real champion. Dogged it out, and got probably one of the biggest victories of his career. So shout out to him. But yeah, man. I mean, honestly, the division is loaded, and it's big. There's a lot of big fights to be made. There's a lot of big fights that can be made in the division, and I just want to be a part of it again. And that's how I look at it.
It's my last question for you, man. I know it's kind of hard to answer, but when do you kind of expect to get back in the ring? Is it a little early, 2024?
Hold on, JC, when we trying to get back in the ring?
I'm gonna talk to Lou. I already started
Yeah,
talking
no,
to Luke.
early 2024
Yeah,
though.
early 2024.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the UK. So Josh Warrington. We're looking for that fight in Leeds, England. And we're more than happy to come and accommodate to Josh.
Nothing but love for Josh, though, man. He's a war.
We're just gonna. He loves fighting in front of the UK fans. He was a 2012 Olympian in London. So hey, he
We
loves.
missing a pair of gloves.
He loves people
I
in
have to
England.
say.
If there's a specific reason why you guys want Josh Warrington, though, there's a specific reason why?
He loves fighting in front of the UK fans. So look, Josh Warrington, Lee Wood, Joe Cordina. That's the three that we want. Those are the guys that make the most sense. They have a nation behind them, and Jamel loves
Who there?
being over there.
We do this Cincinnati.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.